Our next guest has written a fascinating book about one archaeologist's struggle against grave robbers, international smugglers, and governmental interference as he unearthed one of the most important pre-Columbian burial sites in all of South America.
Author and film documentary producer Sidney Kirkpatrick has written Lords of Sipan, a tale of pre-Inca tombs, archaeology, and crime. And if all this sounds like it would be a great book and movie, well, it is, and it will be. Welcome, Sidney Kirkpatrick.
Thank you.
This is fascinating stuff. I mean, reading over the PR stuff that's come along with this, because I haven't had a chance to read the whole book, forgive me here, but it's an incredible tale.
It's a true life Indiana Jones. I mean, it's really hard to believe.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was thinking of calling this Raiders of the Lost Art, actually.
Yeah,
because in a lot of ways that's what happened here. A tomb was looted. The stuff got into the hands of supposedly reputable galleries by some underhanded means and
smuggled out of Peru. Actually, the tomb was found by a rabbit. A woman had built a rabbit hutch.
And we have a model of it, so that there we go. All right.
There we go.
Now show us how all this worked.
Well, a woman had built a rabbit hutch into the side of the pyramid, and the rabbit had burrowed down. And one morning she came in to feed the rabbit, and she started finding small gold beads. A fortune in little gold beads. And she thought, she swore she had found a rabbit that laid golden eggs. Her son, who was a lot less superstitious, started digging a hole, and looters actually dug some 30 feet deep into this pyramid, where they found an extraordinary cache of gold. They found giant gold peanuts like this. Now in Peru, a peanut like this was sold for some $25, in this remote coastal settlement. By the time it got to Lima, it was $300. By the time it was smuggled out of Lima and into London, it was $20,000. And by the time it arrived in Beverly Hills, $150,000.
We have some video, I guess, of some of the other artifacts that were smuggled from the tomb. Let's talk as we take a look at some of these things. Tell me the story about the fellow who really is the central character in your book.
Dr. Walter Alva, an extraordinary man, spent 10 years trying to protect ancient monuments on the north coast of Peru. Always believed that there was a sophisticated culture known as the Moche, a culture we know little, if anything, about until the discovery of this tomb. And Walter Alva was absolutely convinced that this was a culture as grand as the Egyptians, and that at the pinnacle sat a lord very much like a pharaoh, but no pharaoh's tombs had been found, no artifacts other than small ceramic pieces, and then suddenly not one tomb, but 6 tombs. Because the extraordinary discovery Alva made was that when he was exploring the site himself and examining the looted tomb, he asked himself a big question as to why, if the Moche had built a pyramid this size, containing some 100,000 bricks, why they would put their lord's tomb, in one little corner.
In a very small corner of the whole thing.
And so he decided, well, they wouldn't. And he started digging down the middle, and he found another tomb, equally as grand as the looted one, and then a third and a fourth, and they're excavating one right this minute.
And that is only the beginning of this story. Whole court case that was brought out about this eventually, and we wish we could talk about all of that, but you'll just have to buy the book, right, if you want to find out more about that. We've run out of time, but Sidney Kirkpatrick, thank you so much, and we do wish you well with this book.
Thank you.
All right. Well, a teen drama program in Northern Virginia is trying to make a dent in the growing drug and alcohol problems in our schools. The nonprofit group kicked off its tour this morning with a performance at Sidney Lanier Elementary School. The anti-drug and alcohol play is called The Guardian of My Senior Year.
All you were to me was a source of alcohol for my problem. That's all. Hey man, there's another thing.
The play is about one high school's efforts to get drugs and alcohol out of their school. The play's director explains the message she's trying to get across.
That do not drink in school, and that you don't have to just to be in with the crowd, but there are people that will support you if you do not want to drink and do drugs.
All the shows focus on teaching individuals how to handle problems stemming from peer pressure. Performances are all free and open to the public.
People who spend their lives in a wheelchair have more than their disability to worry about. Often, their chairs themselves can cause painful bed sores, even spinal deformities. In today's medical breakthrough report, details of how researchers are using computer technology to design customized seats and backs for wheelchairs. The improved chairs can be customized to fit a person's exact shape.
Good morning, Ellen. How are you?
Eleanor Tomlinson is doing something she once couldn't enjoy, volunteering her time at a local rehab hospital. She says her new wheelchair seat makes it possible. Her old one was uncomfortable and impractical.
Well, I was really slumped down, so that if I wanted to get a good breath of air or have it feel any better, I was spending a lot of time pushing up like this.
We can change the tilt angle as such. We can also adjust the back angles.
Researchers at the Cleveland Clinic are using new technology to design customized wheelchairs like Eleanor's. The disabled person sits in a special seat which is filled with plastic beads. Doctors mold it to fit the contours of the body. The information is fed by an electronic sensor to a computer which redesigns the seat and back. A milling machine cuts a custom form which, when finished, is covered with a foam pad and reinserted into the wheelchair frame.
They are able to sit up straight. They are more comfortable. They can propel their wheelchairs easier. And most importantly, they have the support which prevents them from getting tired and feel pain.
He's purring. And feel it.
Well, now, if you need more information about all of this, here's the address. If you will send us a self-addressed stamped envelope, we'll send it right back out to you. Please write wheelchair design on the front. That'll speed things along.
All right. There's more news coming up, including John Crowley. He's got that 5-day forecast.
And one more visit at the International Horse Show. We'll be right back.